Alright guys, welcome back. This is gonna be a fun video because I'm gonna be telling you a very personal story of mine. Alright, so first of all, the first time I ever got arrested, because it's been a few times actually. Well, not that I'm proud of it, but everyone makes mistakes. And I'm no better. I've made mistakes along the way. Let me advise you, don't ever get involved in any mistakes. You see it coming, avoid it at all costs. So let me start. All right, the first time. So when I was younger, I was a very badass kid. I was one of the worst. Forget about it. I had no respect. And a kid like that always somehow gravitates towards more people like that. You know, you want to feel like people can relate to you, or I don't know, you just go looking for the worst company there is, I guess. So my dumbass back in the time had the idea that, you know, the friends that I was hanging out with were the people that I was trying to impress, and that, you know, if I had a high status within them, you know, that validated me as a person, which is not the case. You gotta find out within yourself before anybody else can see it. You gotta feel good about yourself. But that's another story. When I first got arrested, like I was saying, I was hanging with the wrong crowd. And being that I was hanging with the wrong crowd, I felt the need to carry around a weapon. Not that I was scared of fighting. Most of the time, the people that would come across you would try to jump you. If you don't know what that means, when you get jumped, it's more than one person. You know, it's not a fair one. You're not gonna fight one-on-one. People are gonna try to catch you slipping. Multiples. So at the time, I never wanted to get caught slipping. If it was a one-on-one, I'll take care of it. If it was it was me and against any other person, I'll take care of it. You know, but being that that's not the case around here, I felt the need to carry around a weapon. And that's actually the reason why I went to jail the first time, for the precinct, because I was a minor, so I wasn't really thrown to actual jail. But that was the first time I got arrested. I was taking a friend to school on the 7 line. For those of you who are in New York, I was on the 7 line going to 40th Street, Queens Vocational in New York. But I do remember the people that arrested me, and I remember the foul shit they said. And this just goes back to me and the bad image I have when it comes to New York City police. And it's because of my personal experiences that I've come to the conclusion that a lot of them do not know how to act. They get a little bit of authority, and your authority is to an extent. It's not like you could tell an individual off the street you can't tell them whatever you want. You have to, there's boundaries, there's respect, and a lot of these cops do not respect that. They need to be retrained on sympathy and empathy towards other individuals, because when you think about it, they're servants of the law. They're servants of the people. They shouldn't be acting in that manner towards anybody, no matter what color they are. But anyway, that was the first encounter I had with them. I've had prior encounters before, but I never actually got booked. You know, where they take your fingerprints and take your statement, and they wanted to know so bad where the weapon came from. I was carrying around a butterfly knife. Well, I didn't attempt to run. I just took the case. And they wanted to know where it came from. I did not tell them where it came from. There's a whole nother story of how I got that. Fucking cops. They were assholes. I mean, yeah, I'm not supposed to be carrying the weapon around, but the way you approach somebody and the way you behave, it says a lot about you. But yeah, that was the first time I ever got arrested. Those cops were assholes. I don't care what anyone says. Or the most recent time I got arrested, I'll tell you about that one too. Most recent time, I think I was about 17, 18 years old. But there were more times in between that. Those, I'd rather not speak on, but this I could talk. This is the most recent time. I was about 18, and it was for avoiding a fare here in New York. If you tried to evade, well, back then, if you tried to evade that fare to get on the train, you would get booked. A lot of times they'll book you for evading. If they weren't feeling like assholes, they might give you a ticket and let you go on your way. Or a desk appearance. But if you don't know what a desk appearance is, you just show up to the court. They bring your paper and sign. If there's a fee, you pay it. If not, they let you go. But a ticket is the same thing, except you don't go to the damn court. They just give it to you right then and there. You gotta pay for it on your own time. But this time I got booked because I had a warrant for my arrest that I didn't even know about. And my dumbass at the beginning, I always give the wrong name. I'm just so used to not being honest with the police. So my initial reaction was give them a fake name. Like, they don't gotta know me. I could probably get away as soon as I get down the stairs. And I outran the cops a lot of times. They're just not fit. They can't keep up with the kid, boy. I've outran a few cops. And I was already contemplating doing that to this guy. He looked completely out of shape. But it was also snowing the day before, so it's slippery. I'm pretty sure I would have got away. But I did. This is more interesting what happened though. So coming up the stairs, all right, and mind you, at this point in time, I already knew I had a second kid on the way. I had a kid already, and times were hard, you know. Shit is tough here in New York. Fucking rent is crazy. The food, the amount you pay for food is crazy, and it's just tough. Life is tough here. And at this day, I hadn't gotten paid yet. I think I was gonna get paid 3 days. So it happened on a Monday, and I get paid on a Wednesday. All right. So I'm walking up the stairs. I still hadn't gotten paid, but I had to get to work so that I could continue to keep coming in, paying my dues, whatever. So I already was going to the train station knowing what I was gonna do, because I had done it about a number of times before. I used to do that shit all the time. So I'm going up the stairs. So those of you who live in New York, this shit happened on 103rd Street, Corona Plaza, on the 7th line. I live in Queens. And at the time I lived in Corona, right around 105th Street. I still have a lot of family and friends there. But anyway, back to the story. I'm coming up the steps. As I'm coming up the steps, I'm looking around, because you don't have to go up to the last step to be able to see the platform or the station. you could go a few steps below and you'll be able to see. So I'm looking, I'm peeping, I'm trying to see who's who and what's what. And I fucking didn't see this motherfucker. And this motherfucker was hiding behind a door. The funniest shit in the world. It wasn't even a door, it was like behind a corner. He was literally a fucking peeping Tom, yo. He was like this. Trying to see from a little corner, from a corner like, he was like this, yo, perfect. He was like this. that was a fucking cop. So I missed him because I was low again. I couldn't see him. I come up and as soon as I get onto the station, I waste no time and do what I gotta do. I walk, jump over it. No, wait, this time I didn't jump over it. Here in New York, you can slide on the side. Anyone can do it. It's just technique to it. You slide from the side. And nobody could see that you didn't pay. Because what I did was I had a fake Metro card. I'm coming, I swipe the fake Metro card and slide to the side. It's actually pretty deceiving for most people, but this guy caught this motherfucker. He caught me, and so he was on the other side. I happened to come. There's two sides you could get on. It's either once you get to the train station, the train station, you could go to the left side or the right. And I went to the left. He happened to see me from all the way on the other side, from the right side. So he had to walk up the steps to be able to talk to me, to reach me. So as I'm walking up the steps, he walked up his steps, and we got to the top platform at the same time. And at the top platform, at the top of the platform, I saw him coming. And as he's walking my way, I'm like, oh shit. I knew it was me because I knew what I had just done. I knew what I did. And I saw there was snow everywhere, and he was blocking the exits. He was walking in the direction of where the exits were. So that was risky. I didn't take that. What I did instead is I bought me some time. I let him come to me, and I played a fool with him. So he's asking me, oh, so what you do down there? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, how'd you get up here? I was like everyone else, I pay. And he didn't like that answer, by the way. He got a little more aggressive after that. He started trying to get me to turn around. He wanted to put cuffs on me already. I'm trying to get him to tell me what I did wrong, even though I knew what I did wrong. But you know, in New York, you build thick skin. You cannot let them take you in right away. You gotta fight. You gotta try. You gotta try to talk your way out. You gotta do something. If you go down, chances are, if you live in the streets like the fucked up life that I was living, chances are you got a fucking war you don't even know about from a state you don't fucking even know, and you're just gonna get fucked. This was me back then, in the younger stages of my life. I'm a different stage of my life now. Whoa, I'm way past that. I like to think myself as better than that, okay? But at that time, again, he stopped me. I'm trying to talk circles around him. As I'm talking to him, the train pulls into the station. And I saw this as my escape. So I'm walking closer to the train while he's talking, and he's following me, obviously. And the moment the doors are about to close, I run in there and I slip inside, and half my leg is still outside, right? So the doors had to reopen. And once they reopened, he stuck his arm in, trying to reach out for me. At that point, I'm running through the carts, trying to get away. I run through the carts, and fuck. And I'm thinking he's still back there, coming into the train, running through the carts with me. But no, this guy was on the outside. And I'm trying to get closer to the stairs so I can run down the stairs. And when I see a moment, I notice, okay, the stairs are right there, they're coming up. So I try to come out the door. And as I'm coming out the door, the guy was like, he had already called in backup. Who I don't know how the fuck. I don't know how it happened, but another cop happened to be coming up the stairs that I was about to run down. So, come on now, it doesn't take a genius. It took me down right there, and I got booked. I got booked for that warrant too, because they ran my name and I had the warrant. Because evading the fare wouldn't have been that bad. Don't go out there doing stupid shit. It's probably the worst idea, to go out there thinking you're untouchable or above the law, because you're not. But yeah, that concludes the story time. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. Maybe see you on the next one. Peace.